Hello, everyone. My name is Chaeho Shin. I'm the CFO at OneInch Network. Today, I'm going to talk about the limitations of DeFi and what OneInch is doing to address those limitations. Is it not working? Oh. So I don't know how many of you know this, but where does the name One Inch come from? It actually comes from Bruce Lee's One Inch Punch. Um, so we're aiming as a One Inch Network. We named it after One Inch Punch because we um, strive to become fast, powerful, and efficient, just like Bruce Lee's One Inch Punch. This is what we do. One Inch Network offers users and developers the most secure, reliable, and efficient tools for growing and expanding the Web3 space. Right now, today, we mark about 70% of the aggregation market share and 70% of the limit order market share. And so far, since the beginning, we have digested over $400 billion of volume. And today, we have total of 10 million plus unique wallets. This is essentially the key algorithm behind One Inch. We call it Pathfinder algorithm. What we do is that we take users' volume and divide it into smaller pieces and find the best routes in different dexes and different market makers and come up with the best prices out there. We think we defined the current, the three top limitations of DeFi as of today as such. First, the unfavorable swap rates, which we try to resolve by deploying the Pathfinder algorithm and constantly improving that algorithm. Second is the MEV attacks. I think many of the speakers before me has already discussed the MEV, and this is one of the key limitations of DeFi today. And also, the last piece we identified as limitation is the complicated user experience in DeFi. This is the sort of the explanation of MEV. It's essentially a front-running taken by malicious attackers who will take away the benefits of the users when they work on the blockchain network. And this is the actual results of MEV. Losses from attacks. Let me highlight one number here. It's the total wallets attacked in 2023 alone was about 550K wallets out there. So this shows a picture of what One Inch is aiming to become in the future, or is identifying itself as. We're identifying ourselves as decentralized NASDAQ. And this is the diagram that shows how Fusion works. And this is our new protocol that's been out for about 1 year. It resolves all the limitations that I've just mentioned, the three limitations especially. Let me go deeper into what Fusion protocol does. So Fusion protocol, the classic swap aggregates all the dexes and market makers out there. Fusion protocol is an aggregation of different liquidity providers, different market makers out there. So it allows, because we call those market makers as resolvers, and because we aggregate those resolvers, we are essentially aggregating all the volume, all the liquidity from everywhere in the blockchain space, blockchain industry, because those market makers go into different CEXs, DXs, PMMs, and also provide their own liquidity. So it's an ultimate aggregator of all the liquidity out there in this blockchain space. We also highlight Fusion protocol through our gasless swap features. So it ultimately improves the user experience by allowing users to pay no gas. It's actually paid by the market makers, the resolvers, who's participating in this Fusion protocol. So it again resolves one of the limitations of the UX part. The difficulty is in UX part of the DeFi. With Fusion Protocol, we also guarantee a very high-grade AML and compliance. We do KYBs of all the market makers. And regarding all the wallets that's participating in this Fusion Protocol, we actively use these, we partner with top-tier AML solution providers like TRM and Blockade to blacklist wallets, to spot blacklist wallets in real time and block any of the malicious attacks that might come from the hackers. And by design of Fusion Protocol, it protects users from the MEV attacks. And 1inch is one of the most heavily audited Web3 projects. We work with the best smart contract auditors out there, especially as you can see here, companies like Open Zeppelin, Consensus. We spend a lot of resources. See, I'm a CFO, and I approve all these spendings, and we spend probably the most amount of resource in doing smart contract audits of our DeFi protocols. And additional factor that contributes to improved UX, user experience for Fusion is that we allow asynchronous on-chain trading, which means that there's no need to wait for an order to be filled before placing another one. So, everyone here probably has experience of waiting a few seconds and up to a few minutes for smart contracts to be approved. We don't have to, if you use Fusion, you don't have to do that when you make orders. It's instantaneous and it's very fast, and you can actually even go through multiple orders at the same time. And this protocol is built for retail and also for institutions. So right now, what we are focusing on heavily is to work with regulated partners who require KYCs of their users. And they can just take our Fusion API, Fusion SDK, and use for their backend service for their blockchain swaps. And if they use the Fusion SDK, since they have their KYC users, it's fully compliant. It's fully regulated protocol, which they can deploy right away without any concerns of regulations. Because we do KYBs and we do AML checks for all the Fusion, all the liquidity that goes through Fusion protocol. So we are right now actively talking to many of the institutional partners, especially in APAC region. And at the same time, this allows the users to keep the custodies of their blockchain assets and not depend on some other entities for their custodies. Right now, we're not charging any fees. Yeah, we're not charging any fees. It might change in the future, but wish to be very remain competitive and also want to market the Fusion protocol more. So that's the strategy we've taken. Even without too much marketing, the Fusion performance so far during the past 1 year has been about 13 billion volume in total, and there has been 1.6 million total orders, and this is about I would say about 10% of the total volume that goes through 1inch, and it's growing. Its share is growing, and we're hoping that the share would grow even further because there's just so much benefit towards the users. Yeah. So you can easily start search for 1inch, and you can easily find the Fusion protocol. And we believe that Fusion protocol is the present and future of the DeFi, and it's one of the best products out there to address the issues of limitations of DeFi. So that's the direction that we are taking at 1inch, and I hope that every user realizes the benefits of 1inch Fusion protocol and take the benefits out of it. Thank you very much.